Yo, it's Guido coming at you with a Tactics Talk. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Got my coffee, little afternoon Sunday. But you're watching this on Monday, so you're expecting a miserable Monday. But we're gonna bring you memorable Monday today. Memorable Monday. I had this battle on Sunday after Coffee Talk. Played a couple games, as I'm wont to do, playing some World of Tanks. You may have noticed I played a little bit of World of Tanks along the way. About almost a year's worth. I don't know. A lot. All right, it's a lot. Probably, if we did the hours, is it 6 months worth of playing the game? It's something ridiculous. I'd fix my hair right here. I've been down to the pub, so we're good. French roast is nice, though. French roast is nice. Let's just pause this and talk about it for a second. Look at that. Didn't even pen that guy. We are bottom tier, sorry. I thought we had some tier 6s, but we don't. Bottom tier on Himmels, Mannerheim, Leindorf. Normally I go down to the south. I have pulled back from going down to the south because from the south spawn, the southwest spawn, it is imbalanced. Wouldn't you agree? It is imbalanced. It is very difficult, but we had a good push. I tend to go to the north right now, and while this is a relatively slow heavy tank, for some reason me and the Skoda T45 get along very well. I am well north of 60% win rate in this thing. I want to say it's 69 or so. 1357 and the Type 59 comes in there. We're going to talk about spontaneous teamwork because it's actually pretty cool what happens right here. I'm going to come to this corner and be a bit careful about it. We got a Leo, so we'll pop in here and we'll get a shot on that guy. One of the things I like about this tank is it fires very quickly. It has a kind of an anemic alpha at 220, as I recall. Yeah, 220. For a heavy tank at tier 7, that's not a whole bunch. It has actually pretty good and usable armor. Now notice the Progetto's kind of hanging back there, and the Progetto is going to be the co-star. He's actually the star. I'll probably be the co-star. We bounce the rev. This tank happens to have some pretty good armor. But the Progetto is hanging in the back, and we're going to talk about kind of the spontaneous teamwork that can sometimes happen in World of Tanks. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that happens all the time, but it's actually pretty cool when it does. And I think you know what I mean. You get into a game, things get rolling. For whatever reason, you start working with somebody and it really starts to click. Now, the Progetto is pushing the Type 59 and the 1357. So I'll get this guy dead. Progetto gets in there and starts working on the Type 59. The Rev makes a little bit of a push. We'll come in here and give him a thump. So we got a T43, a Rev, a Leo, and one other thing right in there. Is there two T43s? Something like that. I don't know. Oh, the VZ 44-100. 59 dies, and now here comes the Progetto. So the Progetto's working in here. When we get to the cards at the end, you will note that there are 2 people on this team in particular. 3 if you count the super person who's doing yeoman's work down there in the south in the brawl. So he does a nice job down there along with the rest of them of not getting overwhelmed. But now the Progetto, Fast Red Horse, and myself are right here. And we're working this corner. Notice he says reloading, 8 seconds left. I'm going to try to get in here and get some shots. I make a little bit of an overextension. I get a little bit lucky with some bounces. And the Progetto's reloading. So wait till we get to it. I'm trying to tell him the Leo is up top. I told him the Rev is there. Progetto's taking a look. He takes a big hit. We thump the Leo twice. And I believe, there we go. So he kills him. Takes another stab at the CS. I come out, take a stab. Actually, I don't shoot. He gets away. And I'll back out. Now watch what the Progetto says. This is the spontaneous teamwork part of it. This is fantastic. We're winning pretty well, but we need to break down this flank over here. So he says reloading, 5 seconds. Progetto's going to take a second to type. We are pushing when I am loaded. I say, okay. He goes, I go. Let's do it, man, together. spontaneous teamwork in World of Tanks in a pub match. Doesn't happen all the time. It's really cool when it does. And you can kind of tell the way the guy plays and what's going on that he has a general idea of what he's doing. We'll come in here, we'll hit this guy. He gets pretty beat up. Unfortunately, I clip him. This is not what I wanted to do. I try to get off of him. And now I'm trying to put myself in front of him and the Rev. I get a bit of a low roll on the Rev right there. He dies. Get hit by the CS-44. Now watch this. So we come in there. We take down the Rev together. He doesn't have a lot of hit points, right? Only 86. I get hit by the CS-44. But I'm just going to come up here, and I will be the guy that takes the hit. So up we go. And the guy in the Progetto knows he cannot be the first one over the hill. So Fast Red Horse knows he can't just come up and over because the CS-44 will kill him. But I can. So fine, let's do it. I will take the hit. We'll come up and over. I know, based on 430 hit points, both of us have to get a shot on him to get rid of this guy. There you go. He got the hit. Take a little ram. We'll put a shot on him. Would have been great if I could have managed to do this without blocking, but watch Fast Red Horse come around the side with his autoloader. Now, this is even better. Watch how fast both of us react to the T-43 who's just showed up right here. Oh, let's shoot this guy. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Just down. I'll back out. I would like to avoid either one of us getting nuked. He says, thank you. I'd like to avoid either one of us getting nuked by the GW Panther. And like I said, the Super Pershing, who I believe is dead now, has about 2,000 damage. He managed 3 kills. The guys are pushing over there going up the hill right there. That is just a bad situation, pushing into it without any pressure from our side. And we're finally starting to put some pressure on there. So I'm going to come up. I typed, I'll go. I have the hit points to give. Get around this guy. And we'll push on in here. There's a Scorpion, Super Hellcat, IS-6. The IS-6 is contesting the push up the hill. The Scorpion's probably on the sniper hill. The Super Hellcat, I'm assuming, is looking at me over here. I get spotted but don't get shot. That's nice. Worried about the Arty as well, so I'll cut left, get behind these rocks right here, this ridge. I type spotted. The 46 doesn't push. Notice I'm checking what he's doing. I want him to know that I got spotted. There's somebody there. So I'll type in I was spotted, and he actually bails out of this, says, all right. Now, I thought I would kind of push down low, get him in the bush, and look for shots. Use bush, and I'll push, but he's already gone, so that's fine. What I'm going to do then is cut down low, take a right-hand turn right here, and kind of go down and around. He says, I'll go around. Fantastic. I'll push down this way. I figure it's low enough I can probably survive if I get hit or if I get seen. I shouldn't have the Hellcat, I'm assuming, is what's seeing me. He shouldn't have a great shot on me. So I'll come down low here and we'll work up with the CMCD and the Progetto. The Progetto goes that way and I'll go this way. This tank is not necessarily that very fast. That very fast? I don't know. It's not very fast for a heavy tank. Look at the crawl. I mean, there's a lot of faster heavy tanks in this game. So we find the Super Hellcat. He ends up killing the Scout. Not a great move on the Scout's part right there. We'll come up and look for any shots if we can. I do want to kind of hug this because I don't want to get shot by somebody hiding behind that bunker back there. Although I'm kind of dangerously in the opening as I poke out. I look for the GW, but I can't find him. This guy, and we're going to miss a shot, unfortunately. Notice the Progetto's come around. He's actually got up on the ramp right there. We'll wait for him to come back. There we go. Knock that guy out. Scorpion's up there. He's getting hit from multiple directions. I can see where he's pointing. It's not at me, so I'm not worried about him. Down he goes, and now we're just worried about the GW. The Progetto's been spotted, I would assume, because he probably here pretty quickly tries to go after or push out onto the Arty. He gets nuked. You'll see on the card he ends up with like 4,000 damage. I'll have 2,000 and some change. I've got 3 kills. I'll end up with 4. He's got 4. And when you look at the cards, it was absolutely... And you don't see this a lot in this game where it's very clearly 2, maybe 3. Certainly not with 1. Watch this damage, though. I get 76. So much for the HE. He misses, thank goodness. And we kill him. You don't very often see it that one tank or one player is 100% the reason for the win. That does happen, but not very often. Less or more often, I suppose, two or three players, but in this case, definitely two, potentially three if you bring in the super, if you bring in the super purging. No kidding, those three players made the biggest difference, the biggest impact on this game. And in particular, what I'm showing you with the two of us, just like this spontaneous teamwork, which is pretty cool. It doesn't happen all the time. It does not happen all the time, but it is fun when it does happen. So shout out to Fast Red Horse. We had a quick conversation afterwards, talking to each other. Very nice, very cool. I just enjoyed that. You know what I mean? It's just a great thing on a random game, in a random match, to have some teamwork like that, and you can see that the other person is more or less thinking what you're thinking. So like I said, shout out to Fast Red Horse. Well done. Much appreciated. On a, what did I call it? Something Monday. I don't even know. It wasn't miserable. What was it? I don't know. Go back to the beginning. That's all I've got. Thanks for tuning in. We will see ya.